The nervous system has two autonomic functions mainly, and autonomic means they're automatic, which means that they're parts that you're just not aware of. And one is the sympathetic, and the other is the parasympathetic. And the sympathetic is really fight or flight. It's like, hey, my God, I see a bear coming, I gotta run. And in nature, like with animals, when you see a bear coming, after 30 minutes, like your hormones are back to normal and you can start eating and grazing again. But as human beings, we're a little different. When something happens and puts us in the sympathetics, whether you're getting beat up by your stepfather, or you're getting yelled at, or you're getting fired, or you're getting picked on when you're in third grade, we can just relive those traumas over and over and over again, even though years may pass. But as we relive those traumas, our physiology literally relives them as if it's happening right now. And so and these are automatic things. And so, if we have a person that's constantly like in a pretty toxic relationship, and there's all these triggers that are just constantly reinforcing that person and reminding the person of how messed up their life is and of their problems, they get in this little circle called sympathetic windup, and they get stuck. And there's like no, and you consciously wanting to get out of that is just not enough to get you out, because you're dealing with like higher powers in a sense that are like running your life. And on the other end, there's the parasympathetic, which is rest, ease, digestion, and it's the autonomic state that's really responsible for us recovering and healing. Both of these states are autonomic, but it's very difficult to get the parasympathetics to fire up when you don't have the skill set to do so. When you do not have maybe the resources, the people around you. You don't live next to a river to go for a walk along the water. And so what I do as a healing facilitator is I make contacts in certain areas that you just may not consciously like want to like look at or have or know even exists. And these places actually are the home of where a lot of these parasympathetic nerves live in the body. And by you bringing your breath and your movement and your focus to this area, it causes the midbrain, which is the decision maker of your life/nervous system, to take a look in the area and to drop the tension. And when you start dropping that tension, it opens up possibilities that just are not available to a person in the sympathetic state. And that's kind of a real long answer, and I feel like the farther I go away from the land, the tougher it gets out in the ocean. But that's basically like how the work that I do is effective in people's life.